Today I'll be showing you how to remove, oil and replace the pistons on a modern valve instrument. Today I'll be using a trumpet. First thing is to make sure you have a clean flat surface to put everything on. Right, remove each piston separately. That's best to do it that way. That way you're not going to get the pistons mixed up when you put them back into the chambers again. So carefully unscrew each piston one at a time and carefully take the piston out. Make sure you remove all the old oil first. You don't want to put new oil onto a contaminated surface, so all the old oil off first, and then taking your valve oil, two to three drops onto the dull grey bit. Once you've done that, just move the piston around a little bit to get the oil spread evenly, and also give it a little shake to get any excess oil off. Now, replacing the piston, you've got to be very careful with this. Each modern piston has its own valve guide. In this case it's made of plastic. This is the bit that supports the spring, and you can see it moving up and down. When you put this back into the chamber, the plastic valve guide corresponds with a cutout inside of the chamber, and you must make sure that goes in correctly. If it doesn't go in correctly, the ports on the actual piston will be blocked up, and you won't get any sound from the trumpet when you actually come to blow it. We find that people bring instruments into us here and they're apparently blocked up and you can't get a sound out of it. And 9 times out of 10 that's because the piston has become slightly twisted or revolved inside the chamber and the ports are blocked. So make sure the valve guide corresponds with the cutout inside of the chamber. If you're not sure about that, put it in roughly into the correct position and then give the piston a little twist and you'll hear a very slight click as it beds into its correct position. When you replace the piston back into the chamber, make sure not to cross the threads. Just screw that up carefully. Then when it's back into position nicely, just to press the actual piston a few times just to get the oil working nicely, and then you can move on to the next piston.